Second day, Al Husseini has torched the Red Warriors. In the first round, he torched them for 20 plus points. And today he has what? 26 big markers.
And Eric Salamat is to make that Paul Lee is back in the ball game. After a very short rest, Jai Reyes takes the first free throw. We got a timeout on the floor called by Lawrence Chongsan, brought to us by Samsung. With Samsung, imagination lives. 68-54 in favor of Ateneo over UE in the main event of our Thursday thriller here at the Araneta Coliseum. Coming up on Saturday here at the Big Dome as well, 2 p.m. It's NU versus UP, and at 4 o'clock UST taking on FEU without Riel Cervantes, as this is the game he will serve out his suspension over that incident with Parrillagas, who is suspended today in their game versus Ateneo.
Well, Cervantes is important for the Tamaraws, but not as important as Parrillagas. In UE's case, they don't have a substitute for Llagas. I think FEU has a deep bench, and if you look at the bigs of UST, you've got, Mirza, who's not really a big, and some of the other guys, but FEU matches up better. For this game, I felt Parrillagas was really a huge loss for the Warriors. Because after Espiritu and Llagas, you have Duran and Alabanza, who are, rookies and inexperienced guys that haven't been through it all.
Reyes, always a steady hand at the free throw line. 4 out of 4 for Jai Reyes, and he has 11 in the game. Zama gets stripped on the way to the basket. 2 against 1 here. Al Husseini on the alley-oop.
Chalk another assist up for Ateneo, and that's what, their 16th assist as compared to UE that has 3.
Last 2 minutes brought to us by PS Bank. Sindaran maasahan. Battle for the loose ball. Zamar dives. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will go to Ateneo. And the familiar chants of Go Ateneo ringing here inside the Big Dome. This is our Powerade Hyper Play of the game. Powerade Sports Drink. Drink up, power up. Sports is what you make it. Al Husseini this time showing us his quickness to get the ball and in one sweet motion lay it in as well.
Their statsman po. First round's giving me the stats here of Al Husseini. 27 points with 11 rebounds. In this game, he has 28 points, 12 rebounds, 2 blocks. So another great performance by Rabah Al Husseini.
And it seems like Rabah Al Husseini breaks out when they go up against UE.
Wait, why fix it if it's not broken? Coach Norman saying they beat UE with single coverage on Rabah. They're going to go to him without Llagas there. If you're going to give me a single coverage, I'm going to keep on going to him. And, he's not the MVP for nothing. As Acuna in the last game against Ateneo had 21 big points. 4 out of 11 from three-point country, but today only 3, 1 out of 9. And, here in the UAAP, Eric, you have to be consistent. That's what separates the teams that can enter the championship and win it all from the 4th, 5th, and 6th teams. FEU has been solid. They lost to Ateneo in the opening day, and since then they've been on a tear, on a 6-game winning streak.
The loose balls are being collected by the Blue Eagles as Jai Reyes, one of the smallest guys on the floor, gets the miss of Kurt Long at the line. Salamat sees an opening, dishes. Zamba could not finish. Lead pass to Zama for the easy lay-in, but that might be a little too late.
This is UA's game, but they can't transition like that if they don't get the rebounds and they don't get stops. And that's what Ateneo has done. They've taken care of the basketball. But let's see, is it going to be a goaltending on this play?
Yes, it is a goaltending call against Nico Salva. Take a look at the Rudy Linganay shot. clearly a goaltend. On our Smart Instant Replay, we're helping sports. We're going to take a break courtesy of Samsung. With Samsung, imagination lives. (71-61). After that shot was called in by the officials on the goaltend by Nico Salva. And there was a foul on the play as well. So Linganay with one more free throw and 57.5 seconds remaining. Luigi and Linganay can make this a 9-point deficit only.
Well, what I like about Coach Lawrence is he's not giving up. After a shot, he's telling his boys, let's keep the pressure. You don't want them to give up. And you want to bring that mentality till the last second you will fight. And that's what he's telling his boys now, because their next game is Adamson. And you know that this is big. They may lose the game, but till that last second you want them fighting and giving their 100% till the end.
The press here by UE on Ateneo. And forced the turnover. Wow, what a swing of events in favor of UE here. Here's our, well, check out this alley-oop to Al Husseini. Open Happiness with that combination. And Coca-Cola, Open Coca-Cola, Open Happiness.
Raba's been running the floor. You know, Coach Norman Black has even brought in Montfort as a 3 by Acuna. But when a time to come, that's only 6 points. And it's only a 6-point lead. Coach Norman Black brought in Montfort to help Eric Salamat and Jai Reyes bring down the ball. And you know, that's after that turnover, he's converted on the 3, and don't look now, it's only 6 points.
And prior to that shot by Val Acuna, he was 1 out of 9 from the field. And he sinks a 3, nothing but net. On our Smart Instant Replay, we're helping sports.
Well, Acuna's been known for that. Remember that UP game?
Exactly.
When UE was down by 3 with 9 seconds, UP had 2 free throws. They missed both, they rushed down, they found Acuna and he nailed it. You know, difference in this game is you've got Eric Salamat on the free throw line and he's made that free throw.
1 out of 1 on this trip for Eric Salamat. 2 for 2 now. 6 points for Salamat. Modest numbers for him as compared to the numbers he put versus LaSalle. That was 13 points. 7 points in second half and overtime for Salamat. Espiritu for 3. Ball will go to Ateneo, last touched by UE with 45.6 seconds remaining in the game.
Well, UE still at it. It's still a full court press. We're gonna try to double team, force Ateneo to commit turnovers.
And Lee fouls Kurt Long.
That's not a bad guy to foul. I mean, if you're looking at on the court, you'd probably foul Long and Montfort rather than Baclao, Al Husseini, and Salamat.
Well, Long is 0 out of 2 at the line. So you're correct there, Luigi, in the fact that Long might miss both, but he gets the first. So forget the stats when it comes to crunch time situations, because guys like Long step up.
Well, so far he has stepped up here with his free throw. Let's see if he can knock that second one down. But this is where he'll be tested. And those are big, big free throws by Kurt Long.
And he calmly restores the 10-point advantage for Ateneo at 75-65. UE's been looking at nothing but hoisting up threes. 2 players get entangled. And there is a whistle on the play. Foul is going to be called on Montfort. So it's going to be free throws for UE as both teams are in the penalty already.
Coach Norman not taking anything for granted. He takes out Raba Al Husseini and he brings in Nico Salva. So he's got Salva, who can handle the ball, Montfort, Long, and Salamat. And he's has Baclao, who's probably the quickest guy from the bigs of Ateneo.
And even at the free throw line, UE can't find the mark. Can't do anything right. 0 out of 2 for Linganay at the line. And Orford gets fouled by the Warriors. With that, Parillangas, it is definitely clear that UE is not part of, you know, the elite group of teams that can make it to the Final Four.
Well, they're still there. They're in the hunt. They just tied LaSalle now, and they're tied for 4th place at 4-4, 4 wins and 4 losses. UST is half a game above UE and LaSalle at 4-3. But you know, the important thing here for Ateneo was they separated themselves from the rest of the pack. They're at 7-1 now. That means they're 3 games above LaSalle and UE and 2.5 above UST. And that is big for them if, you know, if you're looking. If I'm a Coach Glenn Capascio, Coach Norman Black, you're trying to protect the twice to beat advantage, whether you end up first or second. The important thing for them is they save the top 2 slot.
Well, for UE, it's going to be an uphill battle as it seems they might, or they're on their way to giving up this game against the defending champions, Ateneo.
I'd like to see UE how they will play against teams like, remember, LaSalle. UE punished LaSalle. And I'm sure you notice LaSalle is speaking. They lost their last game today, which is a bit let down, but they played well against Ateneo. And Adamson, which beat LaSalle earlier. So these guys are in the middle of the hunt, and UST.
But the Red Warriors really not, you know, letting up as Paul Lee retrieves the loose ball, puts it in, and picks up the foul. Open Happiness with that shot by Paul Lee, and Coca-Cola open Happiness.
A bit too late there. If you think about it, it was really Ateneo's second quarter that just, you know, bullied UE out of contention in this game. Think about it, in the first quarter, Ateneo was down by 2, 21-19. And then in the second quarter, it was it was 29-9 in terms of second quarter points.
Cunha knocks in a 3. That's a 5-point swing right away for UE. 12.8 seconds remaining.
And here I am talking about the game, the end of the game. And don't count the Warriors out. You have to give it to them. You have to credit their never say die attitude. Let's listen in to Coach Norman Black and Ateneo.
So, papalitan mo si Nonoy. Jai, papalitan mo si Nonoy.
So, back on, you're going to scream for Kurt. Kurt, you're going to go. You got to meet the basketball. I don't know where you have to get open now, huh? Find the middle. You don't get the ball, Emin, you got to keep going and open this up, huh? All right?
Galaw. Hey, protect the ball, ha? Ahampas yan. Don't play yan. Protect the ball, guys. Protect the ball.
Take the ball.
Well, don't look now, folks, but that advantage of Ateneo was obliterated by a blitz coming from UE. What was once 10 has been trimmed down to 5 in a span of about 5 seconds.
Well, the turnovers, and you know, Acuna got hot. I mean, he's knocked down a lot of threes as a foul will be called.
Yeah, Espiritu was wrapping Al Husseini like a present for Christmas.
I like the way you put that, Eric. And charge that to experience. Espiritu was denying Rabah Al Husseini, and Rabah, their hands got entangled, and he just lifted it, and the refs responded with a foul. You know, Rabah Al Husseini, 29 points. He ties his second highest game in UAAP, in his whole UAAP career. He had a 33-point game against FPU in the first round last year. And he ties 29. Well, now he surpasses that. The 29-point output was against Adamson last year also in the second round. But now he's got 30 points.
Paul Lee says, it's not yet over, ladies and gentlemen. Knocks in a 3. It's only a 4-point lead for Ateneo. And Al Husseini spitted to on the floor. I don't know. Well, it's only Al Husseini you catch on the screens sitting down, but I don't know where the foul is going to be called. Whether the foul was committed on Kurt Klong or the double foul on Al Husseini and Espiritu as they, again, went at it like they're two wrestlers.
I think it's going to be Kurt Klong, but it's funny because we were looking here at the action with Kurt Klong when he was fouled, but Al Husseini and Espiritu fell to the floor. That's off the ball.
Kurt Klong misses on the first attempt, sparking the UE crowd here to erupt.
All that Ateneo has to do is they have to match up, settle their defense because UE is going to run. They've done this before against UP, and just challenge and have a hand up.
Oh, the tip went to Long, and he gets fouled again, but 2.6 seconds remaining. Unfortunate as there were a huge number of red shirts, Red Warriors on this side, but the tap caused Linganay to fall down, and it was Long who had a chance to go for it.
You know, people don't, some people may not really truly appreciate what Kurt Long brings. Sure, he'll miss a couple of free throws like this, but he is the reason why Ateneo also got a big lead in stopping Paulie. Now, question, do you have him in the end game?
2 for 7 is Kurt Long at the line. Make that 3 for 8. Long pass, lead, turnaround 3. And that ends this gallant fight of the UE Red Warriors back into the game. They trailed by as much as 20 points. Coach Norman Black, victorious after that overtime win versus DLSU, closes this out in regulation, 80-75 versus the struggling UE Red Warriors, and today playing without Pari Llagas.
Well, UE felt the absence of Llagas, and this guy right here torched UE for 30 huge points, Eric.
He is our Jollibee champ of the game. Big burger goodness like no other. Rabah Al Husseini will wrap this game up right after these quick break here at the Araneta Coliseum for the finishing touches of the main event of Thursday Thriller. Ateneo winning over UE 80-75. Here's our best player, our maaasahan player from PS Bank, Simple lang, maaasahan.
Well, Rabah's the revelation today. I mean, 30 points with a sprain, 12 rebounds. You know, what was amazing for me was how he played defense. He got a couple of blocks, how he ran the floor with that sprain. He was a couple of times the first guy down, and he was able to recognize when there was a double team and there was none. When there was a double team, when he got inside, he was able to kick it out the few times that UE collapsed on him.
And let's take a look now at our fit and right burning move, a most refreshing way to burn.
Well, Salamat is known for that, to pick the pocket and take the passing lane, and you know, he's been the steady guy here for Ateneo. He's always chipped in. You can't normally stop a guy who's good in transition, and he has helped, but this is the Jollibee duo. Eric?
Yeah, our Jollibee Yum Doubles duo. Enjoy the best things in life. Nico Salva with Jai Reyes. Amazing numbers for these two players.
Well, Nico Salva has been the big revelation also here in this year. He's been solid against LaSalle. That last game, he had that 2 points to solidify Ateneo and make sure that they get that win. Today, 12 points, 4 out of 8 field goals, 8 rebounds. Jai Reyes, though, 11 points, 3 out of 7 field goals. And he's been consistent. He's actually been more consistent than Montfort has this season.
And check out our games on Saturday here at the Araneta Coliseum. The NU Bulldogs will hit the hard court against the University of the Philippines Fighting Maroons, while at 4 o'clock, UST will go up against the Riel Cervantes Les FEU Tamaraos. Earlier on today, Adamson University broke their 6-game losing streak and beat La Salle. While in the main event, Ateneo won 80-75 versus the UE Red Warriors. Thanks to our director Al Neri, our producer Malu Neri for Tip Atendido, Jessica Mendoza, and my partner Luigi Trillo. I'm Eric Tipan. Thanks for watching, and keep it here on Studio 23 and Balls HD for more UAAP action. Another ABS-CBN Sports presentation.